The hardcover version of this book is Encyclopedia Brown Lends a Hand. The paperback edition is Encyclopedia Brown and the Case of the Exploding Plumbing. I have no idea why they changed the title.
Argo Flump Book Review. Argo Flump Book Review.
Case 1. 17 years ago, Mr. Hunt found an elephant on his front lawn. He claims he immediately went to the bank and took out money to buy the elephant from its owner, Mr. Zippus. Zippus stayed at their house for 2 weeks to teach them how to care for an elephant. Hunt tried to pay Zippus, but he turned down the money because it was Friday the 13th. Zippus says the story is a lie. He says he stayed with them for 2 weeks because they kept not paying him. Which is ridiculous, by the way. If you believe you'll get paid tomorrow for 10 days straight, you're dumber than Bugs Meany. You're also stupid for waiting 17 years before asking a second time if they will pay you for your elephant. Which man is the liar? Mr. Hunt. Whenever a month has Friday the 13th, the first day of the month is a Sunday, and you can't get money from the bank on a Sunday. That's a clever deduction, but it's also not something you can expect grade schoolers to know. Besides, it's wrong. You can get money from banks on Sundays. Doesn't Encyclopedia know what ATMs are? Case 2. A newspaper in Alaska is having a contest for worn-out sayings like, oh, I don't know, takes the case, shows the way, lends a hand. The ad for the contest was on page 31. Max cut the ad out, but Bugs Meany stole the clipping. Bugs claims he cut it out from the back page of the newspaper himself. He's lying! Why? The back page of a newspaper is always an even number. That's because each piece of paper has 2 sides. Case 3. As usual, Bugs tries to get revenge on Encyclopedia with an unnecessarily convoluted scheme. This time he's enlisted the help of his 17-year-old cousin, Wilma. Wilma has the house to herself for the week, and apparently she's got nothing better to do than help her cousin bother a 10-year-old. I guess stupidity runs in the Meany family tree. Wilma dresses up in a gorilla costume and steals a cello case. She changes into a tight skirt and accuses Encyclopedia of being the gorilla thief. Her alibi is that she was just in Glen City playing cello. How can we prove she's lying? You can't play cello while wearing a tight skirt. So why did Wilma wear one? Her alibi is playing cello and she dresses in the one outfit that you can't play cello in? Why didn't she dress up in her normal performance outfit? Case 4. Armand is bird-watching when he finds a counterfeit bill. The bill was found near 3 houses. The first house has a policeman with a number 14 badge pinned above his right pocket. The second house has a ballet school and a group of women playing cards. The third house has a farmer with a suitcase, tennis racket, and water skis by the front door. Which one is the counterfeiter? The police officer. Real police officers wear their badges on the left side, not the right. True, but can you expect readers to know this? Survey says no. Case 5. The store is having a display for bullfighter pants. Encyclopedia asks who wears those things. Sally gets sassy with him. Ugh, boys. You don't know anything about fashion. Bullfighter pants are for women. The people setting up the display are 4 women with a papier-mâché bull, 2 men with bullfighter costumes, a man with a poster, men with mannequins, a man with several petticoats, and a woman with a clothes brush. The store is robbed shortly afterwards. Again, Sally gets sassy and says a girl would know which person was the robber in disguise, but stupid boys don't. Who is the culprit? It's the man with petticoats. You don't wear petticoats with pants. Petticoats. They're pronounced petticoats, right? You know, I don't know anything about petticoats. I have no idea what they are. I've never heard them mentioned outside of this story and Pride and Prejudice. The internet agrees with me that this is a bad mystery solution that readers are unlikely to know, so stop being so sassy, Sally. Case 6. Here is a weird one. Chauncey was rattling a silver dollar in his pocket while watching the all-girls football team practice. Lindy Lou asked Chauncey to fill in for a missing player. He made fun of girl football players, so she punched him in the face, dragged him into the woods where no one could see them, and forced him to take off his clothes. What? Wait, what? Why did she force him to strip? That makes no sense, and it's disgusting. So, weird premise, definitely. They go to the football field where Chauncey's clothes are lying in a pile. The pockets contain a handkerchief, cloth, the silver dollar, and an empty billfold. Chauncey claims he was robbed. How can he prove it? Chauncey was rattling the dollar in his pocket, but his pockets only had soft things in them, therefore something hard was removed from his pockets. It was actually 80 cents in change that was stolen from his pockets. I have no idea why the culprit would take 80 cents and leave behind a dollar, but we've already seen that she's strange. Chapter 7. Marlowe started a pride group, which cleans up the city and stops littering. Today, pride groups generally mean something different. Marlowe just got a threatening letter. On the back side of the paper is a typewritten sentence. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dogs. How can this help identify the culprits? That sentence uses every letter of the alphabet. Whoever wrote it must have been testing out their typewriter. So the culprit is whoever bought a typewriter recently, and of course it's one of Bugs's buddies. Case 8. Remember last book where the challenge was figure out what these 5 words have in common? We've got the same basic puzzle here. Luther saw a robbery, but he can't speak freely because the culprit is there. So he mentions the words headache, tormentor, and legible. Encyclopedia responds with edited and onion. What do those 5 words have in common? Where is the money? All 6 of those words start and end with the same few letters, so the money is under an eraser. Case 9, the case of the exploding plumbing. Winslow and Gladys are going to sell things at an antique sale today. She shows up at his house with a car full of items, but it turns out Winslow can't go. Somebody destroyed his antiques and blew up his toilet. Encyclopedia accuses Gladys. Why? Her car was full of antiques, with no room left over for Winslow's, therefore she knew ahead of time he wouldn't have anything to sell. Case 10. Ziggy hides his lunch inside a different box of shoes every single day. He forgot which box of shoes he used today, and now he can't find it. The note in his locker says the boxes he used this week are black size 6, tan 1/4, so on. Where is the sandwich? The sandwich is in a hat box. Shoes don't have 1/4 sizes, but hats do? I didn't know that. I don't think I know a single department store that sells hats in boxes either. The internet agrees you can't expect kids to know that information, and I have to ask, if Ziggy has a locker, why doesn't he keep his lunch in there? So that's it for the book. The book lost a point for you can't get money on Sunday, hat boxes come in fourths, police badges are worn on the left, petticoats aren't worn with pants. So there were 3 clothing-related mysteries that I stole a point from. Do I hate clothing mysteries? I don't know. Anyway, I give Encyclopedia Brown number 11. Encyclopedia Brown lends a hand a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, everybody. On the screen, you can see a link to my other Encyclopedia Brown mysteries.